Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to discuss about the Bhartiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023, which is a new act launched on behalf of the Indian Evidence Act 1872, which is repealed now because of the so many technical advancements in the society, due to which the law has been repealed, and there are so many changes in the law. It's not so difficult as student thought कि बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट है, हम जो है इसको नहीं कर पाएंगे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। आप इसको बहुत इजीली कर सकते हो। देयर इज ओनली द शफलिंग ऑफ द सेक्शन, सिर्फ सेक्शंस की शफलिंग है, उससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है। तो आप जो है इसको बहुत इजीली कर सकते हो। So if we look at the introduction regarding the Bhartiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023, if we look at the same, then we find out that what are the major changes under the act. So we can say there is no major change under the act. All the sections are as it is, but their numbers are changed, and some provisions which are not useful these days, those are deleted, and some are added under the act. So the old act came into force in 15 September 1872, which is very old, which is near about 150 years ago. So if we look at the same 150 years ago, then it's a big change in the society. The society has become digital now. So many evidences are not included under the cases. So if we look at the importance of the Indian Evidence Act, then in that case we find out that how the Indian Evidence Act is important, important under the law. It is very much important because without this, nor IPC, nor CRPC, nor CPC can run. कोई भी एक्ट नहीं चल सकता है इसके बिना, क्योंकि फेयर डीलिंग्स नहीं होंगी, फेयर ट्रायल्स नहीं होंगे, फेयर डिसीजंस नहीं होंगे। और जब तक फेयर ट्रायल्स नहीं होंगे, तब तक आप जो है, जो जजेस जो है केसेस को नहीं डिसाइड कर पाएंगे। Because in Indian Evidence Act, we are not dealing with the plaintiff, we are not dealing with the defendant, we are just dealing with the third party to prove our case, to find out the things. So these are the things that which are very much important under the new act. And there are technological advancements, electronical evidences are changed. There are some changes in the confessions and admissions also. So all these are the minor changes, because nothing मेजर सेक्शन और मेजर एक्ट हैज बीन डिलीटेड। कोई ऐसा एक्ट या ऐसा सेक्शन डिलीट नहीं किया गया है उसके अंदर से कि जो कि आज के टाइम में नहीं चाहिए। सब कुछ चाहिए, बट जो कुछ सेक्शंस थे जो कि रिलेटेड टू जो कि आज के टाइम में नहीं है, उनको डिलीट किया गया है। It is an adjective law, not only substantial, not only procedure. It is an adjective law. It is related to the pleadings and draftings also, and it depicts the rights of the parties, as individual rights are very much important under the Indian Constitution also. So it includes everything. हम ऐसा नहीं कह सकते कि इसके अंदर हमें कुछ इनकम्प्लीट मिलेगा। जो भी चीजें अभी तक थोड़ी सी एम्बिग्विटीज थी, थोड़ी डाउटफुलनेस थी, उन सबको इसमें से डिलीट कर दिया गया है। तो दिस इज वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट दैट वी शुड अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग ऑफ द भारतीय साक्ष्य अधिनियम 2023, and what and under which conditions this act was passed. It was passed first time. It was introduced under the Indian Parliament on 11th August 2023 and recommended by the committee also, but there was so many lacunas and the bill was not presented. Then again the bill was presented in Lok Sabha, and then in the Rajya Sabha, and then the second bill was passed by the Parliament, and that was on 25th December 2023, on which date the finally assented by the President and came into force. So that means we can say that the Bhartiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023 came into force on the 25th December of 2023. So there are so many conditions under which the act was passed, because those all conditions must be related to the society. We cannot run, even the law can never be run against the society. अपने behalf पे judges जो है decision नहीं दे सकते. That is very much important. So as I told you that there are not so much major changes, but electronic records included with definitions of the documents are also included and which are changed. पहले जो definition section 4 में थी, may presume, shall presume, conclusive proof, अब वो completely section 2 में कर दी गई है, जो कि सेक्शन 3 इंटरप्रिटेशन क्लोज था। 3 एंड 4 कंबाइंड करके अब आपका 2 में कर दिया गया है। तो आपका जो है फर्स्ट और सेकंड सेक्शन जो है वो आपका चैप्टर 1 है, विच इज द प्रीलिमिनरी सेक्शंस, एंड दीज आर वेरी मच important. And if we look at the objectives of the act, the objectives under the act, that is the salient features of the Bhartiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023, and which speaks about the principles of the evidence for fair trial, which are very much necessary in the case. And the old act was repealed, and we focus on the primary on the procedural aspects of law and other things, and governing the rights to the parties को राइट प्रोवाइड करना और प्राइमरली जो है प्रोसीजरल एस्पेक्ट पे फोकस करना, दैट इज द मेन एम ऑफ द भारतीय साक्ष्य अधिनियम. एंड ड्यूरिंग द एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ द विटनेसेस, जो कि डिजिटल एविडेंस आर आल्सो एडेड अंडर द एक्ट, वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग इज आल्सो एडेड, विच इज वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट, बिकॉज वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के बिना जो है प्रॉपर फेयर ट्रायल्स नहीं होंगे, क्योंकि अब डिजिटल वर्ल्ड है, सबके पास कैमरास हैं, तो एवरीथिंग इज पॉसिबल इन द कोर्ट्स. तो वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसेस आर आल्सो द पार्ट ऑफ द Indian Evidence Act. And if we look at the division under the Bhartiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023, it contains 4 parts, 12 chapters, and a schedule. And in the Indian Evidence Act 1872, we contained 3 parts and 11 chapters. So one chapter is increased, one part is increased, and one schedule is increased under the Bhartiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023. The Indian Evidence Act has total 167 sections. Now the BSA Bhartiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023 is now having 170 sections. And if we look at the parts, there are 4 parts. Part 1 is preliminary. As I told you earlier, that it includes section 1 and 2 only, which is the short title, application and commencement. पहले extent था, short title, extent and commencement था, अब जो है application and commencement है. बिकॉज एप्लीकेशन जो है इसमें जो है वर्ड जोड़ दिया गया है न्यू एक्ट में एक्सटेंड की बजाय. एंड जो डेफिनेशन क्लोज है, दैट इज ऑल द इंटरप्रिटेशन क्लोज एंड सेक्शन 4 ऑफ द ओल्ड इंडियन एविडेंस एक्ट. ऑल दो सेक्शंस आर मर्ज्ड अंडर सेक्शन 2 ऑफ द इंडियन एविडेंस अंडर द भारतीय साक्ष्य अधिनियम 2023. All the definitions are there, like relevant facts, may presume, shall presume, conclusive proof, document, evidence, facts in issue. All the definitions are now under section 2 of the Bhartiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023. And the relevancy, which was started earlier from section 5, now it is starting from section 3 to 50. In the old act, it was from 5 to 55, but now it is under new act, it is from 3 to 50. So the relevancy of fact is almost the same. We will read it later on when we will study about the act. And if we look at the other section, part 3 includes section 51 to 103, which are based on the proofs. So when you have to show in the court the proofs or the other things, then all the sections are included under section 51 to 103. We will read them in the detail also, like opinion of experts and judgment of the courts of justice when relevant, character when relevant, and facts. All these were in part 2. But in part 3, if we look at on proof, then the facts which need not to be proved, and the documentary evidence, oral evidence, public documents, presumptions, all are under the part 3 of the new act. The topics are same, just sections are shuffled. So there is no so much a difficult procedure in the new act. So it's simple, it's easy, and it's almost the same. You can almost, it is 95% the same. So, and the next is, if you look at the part 4th of the production and evidence of the effects of the evidence, then in this we will include the chapters 7 to 12, and it includes section 104 to 170. So now there are total 170 sections in the Bhartiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023, and earlier it was 167 section in the Indian Evidence Act 1872. So we will continue our videos later on also. There are no so much differences. We will start the chapter wise study in our next video. So thank you so much. If you are having any queries, you may send your questions or queries in the comment box. Thank you so much.